Hail thee well, and welcome all. I'm the Jake of all trades, and this is the Master of Fun show. I am ending my extended hiatus, and I am returning to YouTube so that I can be producing some content for you fine folk who are watching at home and trying to learn more about the game. I took a hiatus for a couple different reasons. I had kind of lost some motivation. I was not very satisfied with the content of videos that I was uploading. They were bad. We can all admit it, right? But I've got a better camera now. I've got a better microphone on this nifty little smartphone that I just picked up, and so I'm going to be able to produce some better videos, I'm hoping. Some higher quality videos that will be more watchable, if not more educational. I don't know. We'll find out together, I guess. There's going to be a few changes in the show this year. It's going to be a big year for us. I'm going to stop the Avatar recap video series. I am not doing that any longer. We got about a little ways into it. There's a few reasons why I want to stop. One of the reasons is that when we started, I was intending for the campaign to reach its conclusion, and the recap series was a means of informing people who might then become watchers for a streamed version of the game, or perhaps even like a podcasted version of the game. But that didn't happen. The game kind of came to an end, and that's all right. So I want to end that series for that reason, but also because there was a lot of content. I did videos for maybe a couple, like 2 months of that game, and that game ran for over a year, and we were playing very, very religiously, like every week. I can count on one hand the number of weeks in that whole year that we did not play game. And it's not even the whole hand. It's like 3 or 4, I'm pretty sure. So we played a lot, and there was a lot of content, but I want to kind of hold on to some of that. I want to keep it pulled back away from you guys. Not from you guys in particular, but from the players that I'm playing with right now, because I think that in the future I want to approach this game again, and when I do so, I want to be able to pull up a lot of those old story plots and a lot of that stuff, those beats, and reuse them, and I don't want my players to see it coming before it happens. So that is one of the main reasons that I'm going to be ending that. In its place, though, I'm going to be starting a new series. I'm going to be doing a recap series similar to that, except it's going to be on my Nordia game, which is sounds kind of strange to you guys. This is my homebrew setting that me and a friend had been working on since high school or college or something like that, like very far back. It's like a decade in the works, essentially. And it's a pretty big place, and I'll be showing some maps too so you can see what I mean. It's a big place. Lots of different countries, and inside those countries are different like regions and counties and cities and villages and hamlets, and there's castles, and then all kinds of stuff. And royal families to boot. It's a very complex, it's a very large, diverse world. And I'm excited about it, because I've got some great players right now, and I want to communicate that to you guys. D&D is like really big, and so this is like a really classic D&D game. We're playing it in Pathfinder First Edition, but it's still, that's like D&D 3.5 for those of you in the know, and for those of you not in the know, you know it now. They are pretty much exactly the same game, except Pathfinder is a lot easier to pick up and learn how to play. If you have experience with 3.5, it's even better, because you kind of already know how the game is played. One of our players is in that boat. But anyway, the other reason that I want to do this Noria recap series is because one of the players in this group is actually, he has to kind of leave us temporarily. He's not going to be able to join us very regularly for game for the foreseeable future. It's going to be at least a couple weeks probably, and who knows, it might be longer. I hope not, but I want to make this series also for that player, so that when stuff is happening in game, I can do a little recap every week, and then he kind of has an idea of what's going on, so that even if his character isn't with the party when all of this stuff happens, he as a player can still understand and know what has happened, what they've gone through. And so when he is able to come back to the table finally, I think it'll be a little easier for him to reintegrate if he already knows some of this stuff, even if they still have to do the role-playing part of his character catching up with the party again. So that is one of the reasons that I want to do this Nordia recap series. One of the other changes that's going to be coming to this show, I am going to be trying to post some songs occasionally. Some songs that I've written myself, and maybe occasionally a cover or two if people want them. But I'm gonna try. I'm more interested in my own work, and for the first few songs at least, it's all gonna be like D&D stuff, because I actually wrote a few songs. I've written several songs for D&D. Several of them for the game that we're currently playing in, and then a couple others as a character in another game that we played. a year or two ago. My bard, my gnomish bard. Everyone gives crap to the gnomes and the gnome bards, but man, they can write a song, and I'm gonna have one of those for you guys actually very soon to kick things off. So stay tuned for that. What else do we got going on? I'm going to be still doing like some running the game video stuff, like not running the game. That's Matt Colville's shtick. Don't want to step on his toes. No, my Dungeon Master Masterclass series. I will be doing some videos on that. So you expect some of that content as well. But one of the biggest change probably, I want to make a steer towards quality, not quantity. And so I am going to be I'm going to be, maybe not trying to, I think it's just going to happen. I'm going to be putting out videos a lot less regularly. Maybe only like one a week. I'm going to try to do at least one a week, and sometimes I may do two, maybe even more once I get into the swing of things. But I feel like I might have bitten off more than I could chew when before my hiatus, and that might have been one of the reasons I kind of got burned out a little bit. So I'm going to try to slow things down, and I'm going to try to just produce some higher quality videos for you fine folks, and hopefully that will, hopefully it'll pay off. We'll find out. All right. Thank you all so much for listening. I certainly hope that I'm going to see you again very soon.